A very warm welcome to all of you. I am Pankaj Thakur. Today we'll discuss the basics of SPSS. As you know, SPSS stands for Statistical Package for Social Sciences. It is a software from IBM and one of the best tools for statistical analysis of data. It is a user-friendly software and it saves a huge time of users. In this particular video, we are going to discuss coding of a questionnaire, defining variables in SPSS, and finally entering data into SPSS. First, we will have a look on the questionnaire. So we have selected a questionnaire which is very simple. So in question number 1, there are 5 categories for the place, and question number 2, there are 4 categories for age of respondents, and in question number 3, educational qualification, there are 5 categories. So these 3 questions, they are closed ended questions, and for question number 4, we have taken a question which is open ended, and also for question number 5, we have taken an open ended questionnaire question. In question number 6, we have taken the different constructs for measuring personality traits, and these constructs are of extraversion, openness to experience, and altruism, which are the personality traits. And there are 4 statements for each construct for measuring the different personality traits. So as you can see, we are going to measure these personality traits on a 5-point Likert scale, that is basically on a agreement scale. SA stands for strongly agree, A stands for agree, N stands for neutral, D stands for disagree, and SD stands for strongly disagree. Now we will move to the coding of questionnaire and defining variables in SPSS. For this, I will take both the windows all together. As you can see, I have opened 2 windows all together. On the left, we have the SPSS window, and on the right side, we have the Microsoft Office window, in which we have the questionnaire that we have already discussed. So for question number 1, we can name it as Q1. Q1, as you know, there are 5 categories and their value will be in numeric. So we can, when we click on this cell, we can have the various types for the data that we will enter. So it is this particular category is of a numeric type. So we will click on the numeric and then we will click on OK. So in the width column, we will define the width of numeric. So in this particular case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they are the single digit numbers. So the width may be 1 only. So we can write it as 1, or we can have it more. So 1. And the decimal, for this column, we have decimals and we have to specify decimals. So we can change this value as we don't require decimals here. So we can change this value to 0, and label is the description. Label is the description for the question. So here we will write the place. In this column we have values, and when we click on this box, we have another pop-up menu in which there has been written as value. So we will write a value 1, and level for that value we will write northern India. That means we are assigning value 1 to northern India. If somebody responses on northern India, then we will mark it as 1, and then we will click on add. Then again we will define the another value for the another category, that is value 2 for eastern India, and we will click on add. Likewise, we will add all the values, value 3 for southern India, then we will see all the values has been added and we will hit OK. And then comes a very important thing, that is measure. So in measure we have three items. When you will click on this cell, you will have three items, that is one is scale, ordinal and nominal. So in case of place you belongs, as you know that we are giving a value to Northern India as 1 and we are assigning only values or a symbols. So that is a nominal scale because we are defining a value through its description. For this case, we will select a scale nominal. And for question number 2, we code it as question Q2. We code it as Q2. Again, the type of the responses that we have for this Q2 will be in numeric, and we can specify the width and we can specify the number of decimal, similar way as we have done for the first variable. And for label, we will write here as age of respondents, and values as we have done earlier, value 1 for age 18 to 30. Now click on add, and then value 2 for the age 31 to 40, and click on add, and then value 3 for age of 41 to 50, and then value 4 for age of 51 and above. So we will click on add. All those values has been created, then we will click OK. So these are the values, and again we can set the alignment, but in this time the age of respondent, again we have to select the scale. So we have to select the scales, and from the available 3 options we will select the ordinal scale for this particular question. As you know that the age 18 to 30 is smaller than the age 31 to 40, and also the age 31 to 40 is smaller than the age 41 to 50. So there is an order or the ranks of the age, so that's why we have selected the ordinal scale. Now we will move to the question number 3. For question number 3, we will code it as Q3, and again it is numeric, and label for this particular variable is educational qualification. And for this particular variable we have different values, as one value for senior secondary and below, and 2 value for graduation. Again we will click on add and then OK. Now in this particular case, again the scale will be an ordinal scale. Now we will move to the next question, that is question number 4, and it is an open-ended question. So we will code this question as Q4. Now you can see the response for the number of family members will be in numbers. So we are using the type numeric here again, and under label column for question number 4 we will write number of family members. And for this particular question we don't have the values because it is an open-ended question, so we will not fill this particular cell. And now we will move to the scale. So as you know, the number of family members, if somebody have a 4 members or somebody have a 5 members or somebody have a 8 members or a 10 members, so there is an order of number of family members, so we will select the scale as ordinal scale. because there is an order. So that's why we have selected this particular scale. And now we will move to the question number 5. We will code it as Q5. And as you can see, what are the leadership traits do you have? It is again an open-ended question, and you will have the answers in characters. So for question, the type, you will select the type as string. Now we will not use the type as numeric, because for this particular question we have the answer in characters or the strings. So we will select the string, or we can specify the number of characters. As you can see, this is an open-ended question, or the length of the characters may vary, so you can specify any width. For example, you can write 200. This is for the string. You will not have the decimal. And now for label, you will write leadership traits. And again, there will be no values for this particular question, and the scale will be the nominal scale for this particular question. Now we will move to the question number 6. As you can see, there are the different statements from which we are going to measure extraversion. So this is a personality trait, and we will going to measure it with the help of 4 statements. So each statement we are going to measure. So how we will code the first statement? So we'll code it as Q6A1. And again, we will have the responses in numeric. So we can specify the width, we can specify the decimals, and label, I will write, I feel comfortable in a group. In the values, as you know, we have the 5 different responses for this particular statement. So only 5 for strongly agree. Then we click on add, and then 4 for agree, and then 3 for neutral, value 3 for neutral, two for disagree, and one for strongly disagree. All 5 values has been added, and now we will click on OK. So under measure, we will select the scale. For scale, we have both the interval and ratio scale, where we can have the difference of 2 particular values, or we can have the division of 2 particular values. So we will select the scale here. In scale option, we will have all the properties of nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio scale. So for this particular statement, we will use the scale. And for the second statement under extraversion, we will code it as Q6A2. And again, it will be numeric. And here I will write the statement. In as you know, that the value column, we have already specified the values for the statement 1. So we don't need to specify these values again and again if they are similar. So we will select this particular column and click on copy, and then select this cell and we'll click paste. Again, for the value column, You can specify the values for this particular statement as value 5 for strongly agree, you can copy these values, or you can copy any cell by clicking on that cell, but that cell will be marked yellow. So this particular function is not working in this version as there's some problem. So you can click on this particular cell and there is a copy option. If you copy that, and then you will move to the another cell and then you will hit paste. For this way you will define all your statements for a questionnaire. Now we will move to the data entry side. So for data entry, we will go to the data view. All the defined variables Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, Q6A1, Q6A2 come here. So for Q1, as you can see, if response is Eastern India and value for this particular category is 2, so we will write 2 here, and then we will move to question 2, and in question 2, as you can see, the answer is 51 and above, so value for that is 4, so we will hit the 4. We will hit the 4. For question number 3, the response is diploma, and that is having a value number 3. So we will click on 3. For question number 4, we have an open-ended question and we have a response of 10 number of families, so we directly write 10. For question number 5, as you can see, we have this question is of string type, so we will write the string initiation, comma, communication, comma, leadership, comma, soft skills. So this is an open-ended question and we can have different answers from different respondents. So all those answers we directly put here. And as we move down, for the first statement that is coded as Q6A1, we have the value of 3. So we will write 3 here. And for the second statement, we have assigned value 1 for the response. So we will write 1. So you can code other statements too. As you can see in the example, if you are going to code openness to experience, you will code it as Q5B1 for the first statement, Q5B2 for the second statement, Q5B3 for the third statement, and you can move likewise. Thank you so much for watching this video.